What's up, guys? And in this video, we are actually going to do an update on the Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops Karambit. Now, a couple people have been asking for this, both online and offline, and kind of want to know how it is, how it holds up and everything. I've been carrying this now for about 3 to 4 months, okay? I said in that first video that I made on this that the only thing I really did not like about it was this safety. I found it a little bit gimmicky. I stand to that. I still agree with that. That's still the only thing I really don't like about it. The only thing I've had to do to this knife so far is I have had to actually tighten up this, but that's not uncommon for these types of knives. I think the first time also I said I did not think there was a spring involved, but if you're just hitting the back, it pops open. There is definitely a spring in this knife. So the pocket catch, every time I have tried to pull it out, it has worked really well. I did have a comment, somebody asked me one time, that was afraid that the safety would accidentally go on in your pocket and keep you from being able to draw it. And I said that, you know, basically at this point in time that I had been carrying it for 3 months and that has never happened to me until right after that video. It did happen to me. I was actually speaking to my brother about it because he just bought the very same knife. We were kind of talking about the fact that someone just said, I'm afraid of this. I had never had that happen in 3 months. And as soon as I said that, I reached down to grab the knife and pull it out, and the safety caught. And it didn't open. Now, in that situation, it wasn't like that hard because I knew immediately what it was, just to hit that. If that was to happen, I could hit that, you know, push that down and hit that, and it's open. But I admit that that is now like a thing that bothers me a little bit. But again, this thing retails out on Amazon for like $34.99, and you find it on sale quite often. We just posted about it a couple weeks back, or a few weeks back, about a sale going on where they actually had it available for $19.99 at the time. So you can still check this out. It's still, even with that in mind, it's still a great knife. It's been really good. I have used it just like I did any other knife. I have not seen so far where it has really worn out any quicker than even like that $140 Fox knife that I carried. So really, I mean, it's wearing, it's being used constantly. I use a knife every single day, if nothing else, just opening boxes and doing a few things like that. You know, it's getting used, it's getting moved around, it's getting, you know, pulled out of my pocket and opened. So I did have another issue, and this happened earlier on, okay, where actually I was changing. I'd left the knife inside my pocket. Somehow, apparently, I was changing out of my pants and into my gi pants for a class. And when I came back, apparently this got hit, okay? So this thing was now sitting like this, under tension with my pocket. During that time, when I pulled my pants out to put back on, it was like this, and as I pulled them on, this then went into my leg. Now, it wasn't like really bad. Since then, I have really paid attention to make sure that it has not got flipped around. So yeah, those are the two issues that I've had with this knife. Does either one of those issues make me not want to carry this knife? No. Now, what that means is that for $35, it's not the perfect knife. But is it a good knife? Absolutely. I still say it's a very, very good knife. And I think for that $35 range, you're really not going to find a better one for self-defense. Now, when I'm looking at an idea for a self-defense knife, there are a few things that I want to make sure that it has. This retention ring is definitely a good thing, but not necessary, okay? This is something I really like, but I don't have to have. Something that I do have to have if I'm going to carry a knife for self-defense is some type of quick access and open, which means If this knife were made exactly the same, except it did not have the retention ring, okay, when I pulled it out, it would still go to this point. I would still recommend it. I do not want to pull out a knife and fumble with the idea of trying to get it open in a situation where I desperately am needing the knife. So for me, it's got to have some type of pocket catch or a very quick open, which, yeah, for me, that's just a pocket catch. That's really all I care about. I want a pocket catch. But all in all, clip, retention ring, pocket catch, that's really what I really like those, and it meets all of those. I've had those two things that gave me problems. Again, one time this got hit while I was inside of my pants when I wasn't wearing them. I don't think that could actually happen if I was wearing them, but anyway, it got hit somehow where it was sitting under tension, and I kind of got a small stab with the knife. It's a very sharp knife, by the way. And then the other time I have had this safety to accidentally go on. I got to thinking about if I'm going to change out of my pants and put on gi pants or put on gym shorts or something like that when I go to the gym, maybe that would be the time to put the safety on to make sure it doesn't come out until I have it back on. But then that's just another step that I have to remember to do and everything else. So I haven't really done that. That's only happened one time. The safety has only happened accidentally going on one time. We'll see as I continue to carry it if either one of those things happen again. I think if it gets to the point where the safety becomes too easy to switch on, and now I am reaching down and grabbing my knife and pulling it out and it does this because the safety was on, that's going to become an issue for me. Just like if the safety being off, if this thing keeps getting hit or that becomes weaker and it's under tension and it's going to stab me every time I put my pants on, that also might be an issue for me. So we'll see moving forward, but so far I still recommend this knife. I still like this knife, and I think for the money, you can't find a better self-defense knife. Now, just like with other things, we're going to be reviewing other knives. I'm going to be looking at other knives. I'm going to be looking at other little things like that we can say, I need a knife for self-defense. I need, something like that. I'm going to look for other things like that we can review. If you guys have suggestions, leave them in the comments. I would really appreciate it. If you guys haven't seen my unboxing and first thoughts on this knife, you can check that out right here. All right, guys, so any suggestions that you guys may have on some other knives or other self-defense tools that you would like to see us do a review of, leave those in the comments. Let us know what you think about this. If you picked up one of these, let me know what you think. I'm very interested to see what other people think about it as well. All right, guys, so like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us out as a channel, and be sure to hit that bell notification. That way you know every time we upload a new video. And guys, we will see you in the next one. Make sure you ring that bell notification, and yeah.
Hit the bell notification, not ring the bell.
Ring it, ding. Trying to think of anything else I need to say really quick.